Hey, what's up, guys? It's Rye. I just wanted to come on here and run my mouth a little bit about Cynthia Bailey from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She did an interview with reality TV. Oh, no, sorry. She did an interview with Daily Pop. But shout out to reality TV clips, I think it is, on Instagram. I got the clip from an Instagram page. But Cynthia did an interview with Daily Pop, and she's basically just explaining how she got fired or quit or resigned, or, she's talking about her leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta. But it's funny how she's in this interview basically saying how, she had time to think about it, and, with production being on hiatus and taking their time and, trying to find the right new cast members and everything, and, them not being on schedule with filming, because they normally start filming the Real Housewives of Atlanta around June, July, like May. Like, I'm sounding like Sheree. Spring, September, summer. I sound like Sheree right now. They usually start filming Real Housewives of Atlanta around May, June, beginning of summertime, and then they'll go all the way until about October, November. Maybe they'll run into December, Christmas time. I remember they had like one season where Phaedra was on there, and Candy was, I think Candy was pregnant with Ace at the time. So this was a couple years ago, where they did kind of run into Christmas time, Christmas season. But they usually film about from the summertime all the way till like the duration of fall. Anyways, I'm rambling. But Cynthia did an interview with Daily Pop, and she's basically just talking about how, she had time to think about it, if she wanted to leave, if she wanted to stay. And when Bravo finally, made up their mind what they wanted to do with her, they gave her a friend contract, which we already know. They are, it's no secret that when they're trying to phase out a lot of their tenured housewives and their tenured cast members, they'll give them crappier contracts than what they're used to. So Cynthia can go from making, 6 figures, 7 figures to, they could probably start offering her, we're going to give you $200,000 this season. We're going to give you $300,000 this season, when Cynthia's used to making, $800,000 and up. She's one of the tenured housewives. She's been there a while. So they won't necessarily fire you, but what they'll do is they'll give you a contract that's just they'll give you a contract that's just not even worth your time anymore. To go from, doing something and getting paid this much to now doing this, doing the same thing or doing less, it just doesn't even make sense to even come back as a friend of, especially a lot of them who get fired with no good reason. A lot of them are like, I'm not coming back. Like, I know Real Housewives of Orange County, I don't keep up with that one, but I know they fired like Vicky Gumbelson and stuff like that, and they kind of put up a fight. Same thing with Nene. I don't know what Nene's issue was, but I know like a lot of the tenured housewives put up a fight when they're fired or they try to get phased out. So Cynthia is basically just in the interview, just kind of, I think honestly this is a PR thing. I think Bravo allows them to say like, I'm leaving, or, I'm transitioning to the next phase of my life, etc. Because again, to save the embarrassment, for lack of words, save the embarrassment, number one, and then number two, just to, honestly, to save the embarrassment. Like, it's kind of like you're a tenured housewife, and with the housewives, it's never really, like, they don't ever really, it hasn't been until recently that it's been kind of like okay to leave the housewives. That when you get signed onto these shows, a lot of times people don't want to leave. They want to stay on as many seasons, storyline or not. They want to stay on for as long as they can. And I think now it's becoming like okay to, not be on these shows forever and ever. So I think they're giving these girls, or giving the women, the housewives, an opportunity to kind of save face and be like, I'm moving on, or I'm working on this, I'm working on that. So take a look at what Cynthia had to say about her leaving the show, basically.
Was it a mutual decision, or was it them? Was it you? What was the decision?
Well, I had been thinking about it for a while, like, just the whole transition. Like, I knew it wasn't gonna last forever. I knew I didn't want to do it forever. Mm-hmm. And I felt like, 10 years is a good run. It's a good run. So with that said, when, with me just thinking about it, then the whole thing happened with us going on hiatus. So they gave me more time to think about it, and then I got really used to not really going back. And when they did come back, and once they decided to figure out what they wanted to do, they actually offered me a friend contract. Well, did I say friend contract? I came with friend contract.
Yeah, you said friend contract.
Ironically, I actually introduced a friend contract on the show. But that's neither here nor there. And I thought, you know what? That may be a perfect way for me to transition. I don't have to commit completely fully to being a housewife, and I could be a friend and kind of phase myself off the show. And then I just thought, you know what?
You just cut the cord.
Cut the cord.
Was it?
So as you can see, Cynthia's giving like this cute little answer of like, you know, I'm gonna transition. I have other business ventures. This was just a 1-minute clip, but I know there was about at least 3 slides where she's kind of basically talking about, you know, going into other business ventures and doing different things. But to be honest, a lot of Cynthia's business ventures and things like that aren't really. Are y'all supporting Cynthia's businesses, or anyone in Atlanta? Are y'all, is her wine cellar the place to be? Like, is anyone going there to hang out? To be honest, it looked like just another little side hustle that she's trying to do. But like, even just how it looked, not to talk bad on anybody, you know, on getting their hustle opening, businesses, entrepreneurship, all that stuff. But to be honest, and when we saw the wine cellar and stuff like that inside of on the Real Housewives, it didn't look like anything that was so grand and wow, oh my God, we gotta go get wine from Cynthia's place. Like, it didn't look like that. And then I want to say a season or 2 ago, she didn't even know a thing about wine and anything about wine, and Kenya was calling her out for it. But to be honest, Cynthia's time has been up. I saw someone say on Twitter that Cynthia actually had a good run. A lot of these housewives, they leave on bad terms, or you know, they leave because they get fired, kind of like Phaedra, or you know, they leave kind of just on rocky terms. But we were able to see Cynthia just do a full 180, 360. She came on the show, we saw her get married, we saw her daughter grow up, we saw the ups and downs of her first marriage with Peter. She got divorced, now she met somebody else, she's with Mike Hill, and she's happy. Like, she literally had the fairy tale ending. Like, there's nothing left to see of Cynthia. There really is nothing left. And to be honest, I want to say season, what did we just get done? Season 13? I want to say season 12, was it? I think season 12. Do you guys remember, like, at the end of season 11, Cynthia and Nene had some beef, and then season 12, I think, like, the season premiere or one of the first few episodes, it was like this big build-up for when Cynthia and Nene were going to get on the float and finally confront each other. And it was like, to be honest, I think Cynthia only stayed on the show as long as she did because of Nene, and then also because of Peter. Peter honestly got in with the drama and just got in on a lot of things more than Cynthia did. And I think because Cynthia and Peter were together, it kind of always fell back on Cynthia because she was in the group. She had to face the girls more than Peter did. So it kind of like Peter's drama kind of became her drama. And it kind of helped her stay on the show longer, to be honest, because Cynthia really just wasn't bringing anything. Anytime there was a scene or time for her to confront a situation or confront somebody, she's stuttering, like can barely get a word out. Like, Cynthia's just not that confrontational person. But I just think it's funny how Bravo allows the housewives to kind of save face and, you know, give this like politically correct answer of, oh, I decided to leave. But she also kind of exposed Bravo too with saying, when they finally came back, you know, with an offer, it was a friend contract. So it was like, okay, we already knew that. That's what they do with a lot of the women. But it's funny how her tune switched up as to like, it's my decision, and you know, I decided if I wanted to come or go and stay or leave. But just a few months ago, you're on the Wendy Williams show, rambling, talking in circles about how much you want to stay, how much you love Bravo, how much opportunities it has presented, you know, and allowed you to have throughout the years. So now it's funny that her tune switching up. Oh, I decided to leave, and you know, my time has come. Cynthia, your time has been come. Your time, when you left Peter, you probably had about a good 2 seasons left. Like, your time has been done. Like, sorry, sweetie, but you know, Cynthia's a sweetheart. We love her as far as just because how can you not like Cynthia? But just for the show, it's just like your time has been up. And I heard a few times that Cynthia wasn't really going to be asked back after her first season, but Nene really rallied and fought for her to stay on the show. And because of that, she, you know, that's why we have grown to know and love Cynthia over the years, because Nene kind of went to bat for her and fought for her to stay on the show. And that probably could honestly be why we always felt like she was a punk, or, you know, a little never stood up to Nene or whatever, because she felt like she owed some type of loyalty to her. That's all I had to say. I just wanted to come on here and run my mouth a little bit. Let me know what you guys think about Cynthia leaving the show. You know, what you guys think about, you know, Cynthia releasing a statement basically saying that, you know, she's deciding to leave and this and that, when really her time has come. And it's nothing wrong with that. Like, sometimes you just have to realize, you know, like, I'm one of the tenured housewives. I've been around for a long time, and my time has come. to be honest, maybe, and because she left on good terms, we'll always see Cynthia around. She'll probably do some, appearances and watch what happens live. And so it's good that she's leaving on good terms. And, she's one of the Bravo favorites as far as, not disturbing the peace or, getting too rowdy with any of the producers or any of the big wigs over there at Bravo. So I'm pretty sure we'll see Cynthia again. There's more to see of Cynthia. As far as her businesses and the handbags and the modeling agency and the wine cellar, I don't know. Let me know if you guys know anything about that, if anyone's supporting that. But to be honest, it was Cynthia's time to go. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's get the conversation started. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.